What's up, guys? Welcome to Chimmy Comics. My name is Riley.
I'm Wyatt.
And welcome to Chimmy Comics Cinema Reviews. Today we're going to be talking about Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn. Did I get that right?
I think you did.
But now
Tanner would have been able to get that right.
Yeah. But now it's being called in theaters Harley Quinn Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
To, I guess, sell more tickets, whatever.
Have you looked up how much it made opening?
No, I haven't, but I've heard it was pretty weak. Like weaker than the other DC movies. But I have heard a lot of people who are fans are not going to see this movie.
I have too.
And it's really discouraging. But, I mean, it is warranted because DC has not been doing too well. They have turned it around since after Justice League, though. I will say that.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman, they killed it with Wonder Woman. Aquaman was really good. What was the third one? Shazam was so fun. Joker, which I don't count it in this universe, was still very well received and very different from anything they've done.
All right, so opening Birds of Prey, Harley Quinn and Birds of Prey, 33.2 million. Yeah. That was a soft opening.
Do you have like a total number now, like a current total number? It probably wouldn't be in that article.
No.
But honestly, this Birds of Prey movie was pretty fun.
Yeah.
If you can get past some of the like canon conflicts of certain characters in the movie, it's a fun movie. It's really good. And what would you give it as like a rating, right click?
As a rating, it was a fun movie, had really good action. I would probably give it a 7.5, something in that area.
For me, I guess I'm
or
like 8.5.
Or a 6.5 maybe.
6.5, okay.
Like
the only gripe I have with this movie is that the little girl, her name was Cassandra Cain.
Mm-hmm.
That is not Cassandra Cain at all. The actual Cassandra Cain is so much cooler. I like the character in this movie. I just wish she wasn't named Cassandra Cain. That's my only gripe.
My gripe was I did not like the casting choice for Renee Montoya.
That's fair.
Because in the comics, she is not that old.
Yeah, she's definitely younger.
Yeah. And I just think that character deserved better than this movie.
Oh, you're right. I don't think that like her acting was bad or anything. It's just that you're right. It's the same thing that I have with Cassandra Cain.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was good, but it's just not that character.
Mm-hmm.
So, Black Mask was fun.
Yeah, that's Ewan McGregor.
Yeah,
I mean Ewan McGregor is gonna be good in whatever he does. Like the dude has played Jesus, so.
I mean, he did do wonders for that movie.
Yeah.
I feel like it wouldn't have been nearly as good if it wasn't him.
Definitely not. I remember we were sitting in the theater, and there's a scene where Black Mask's men are chopping the face off of a rival dude, and Black Mask goes up to the rival gang leader's daughter, and he's like, I think we've sent a message. We can let her go. And he's like, wait, is that a snot bubble? Ew. And I remember the whole theater was silent, but Tanner laughed at that part. Yeah. And I was just like, Jesus, Tanner.
Because it was funny. I laughed too.
Yeah, but I didn't.
When he just changed his mind for something so funny.
I think Tanner laughed before that, though, which is why.
Okay, then.
Yeah, I was like, wow, Tanner.
He's Black Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Ewan McGregor, really good. He's always good, though.
Yeah. This movie, Ewan McGregor could make you uncomfortable.
Yeah. Black Mask, I haven't been exposed to Black Mask a lot. Like, I don't remember. I might have read, like, 1 or 2 comics with him in them. And he's also in the Arkham Origins game.
Mm-hmm.
But this definitely was different than what I've seen before from Black Mask. But it's in a good way.
When we are introduced to Black Mask fully, like when he captures Harley, she go ahead and psychoanalyzes him right there, and you kind of understand that character just from that. He's always fixing to be the center of attention, and when he's not, he gets really pissed off.
See, I like that.
Psychopath.
I like her doing that because you don't see that a lot from Harley Quinn. So I thought that was cool.
I like seeing that aspect of her because, I mean, she is a fully licensed psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm.
So I like seeing that.
I also like at the very beginning of the movie how she like starts telling her origin story to anyone that doesn't know it, because like that's fair. Not a lot of, I mean, Suicide Squad did well, but I feel like there's still a lot of people that didn't see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of an under the radar.
And they didn't really go full on in her origin. They just, she was a psychiatrist in that movie and that she fell into acid.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it pretty much covered all the bases, but
this one went a little bit more detail. It was like it was in the animation style of the Harley Quinn show. It's been on DC Universe, and it was good.
Yeah.
I kept expecting the Joker to show up in this movie, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm glad that he didn't.
I am too, but I thought when it got to... Spoiler warning, by the way.
Oh, yeah. We're getting into
when we got to the end and Harley was chasing Cassandra and Black Mask on that pier, because it was right next to another abandoned amusement park, I thought that was going to be where the Joker's new base of operations was. So I thought he was going to run into the fog, and then you were going to hear him yelling and getting into a confrontation. Then you just hear laughing and gunfire, and you come up and see Black Mask dead, and Joker's he's like, "Hi, Harley." But I think we got a better ending than that.
Oh man!
And boy, what an ending for Black Mask it was.
Gosh, in pieces.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it.
They definitely took advantage of the R rating.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't feel like
they didn't do too much with it. Like,
other than the cussing throughout.
Yeah, there wasn't any real nudity.
Yeah, there wasn't anything like that really. There was that weird scene in the club when he makes that girl dance on a table.
Yeah.
Which that made me really uncomfortable. Yeah. I was like, man, even for a villain, this is kind of weird.
Yeah, it was like, it's a little too much. We're getting into some Game of Thrones territory stuff here.
It was weird.
Yeah.
But, like, I do like when a story doesn't go completely linear. I like that part when she's like, oh, wait, I forgot this part. And she goes back and starts telling more to explain
that fits her character, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, she's chaotic
all over the place.
Let's get into the story. We'll just give a brief rundown.
Right.
So, like you said, we open up with Harley's origin story, and then we see that she and the Joker have broken up, but she hasn't told anyone yet. So she's still abusing the privilege of being known as Joker's paramour.
Honestly, I mean, obviously it's been addressed before in some comics, but like I wasn't thinking about that part until she was like stealing drinks from people and making people mad around her. I thought that was a cool aspect to follow.
Yeah, because basically no one's gonna mess with her if she's the Joker's girlfriend, because Joker will freaking kill you. Even Black Mask, like, she breaks his driver's legs in his club.
That was awesome.
And he doesn't do anything. He's just like, well, Harley, you just have a fantastic night. And you can tell he is seething on the inside because she just stole his thunder. And that's part of the reason. When we went in, I watched a review before, no spoilers, and they said that Black Mask just wanted to kill her because she was a woman. But I
saw that.
I think it was more that she was stealing his spotlight and that he could.
Yeah.
Like, not really anything other than that. This movie definitely was a little bit political, though. I mean, you can confirm, but I mean, it wasn't too bad.
No, I wasn't like... There wasn't a point in this movie where I was just like, all right. That's enough of that. Like, I thought they did a good job of everything. Like, it wasn't over the top political like you were talking about. I don't mind a movie like saying something as long as it's like, to a point. You know what I mean? Like, if that's all the movie's about, I'm not interested. But
so yeah, and back into the story. Harley decides it's time to move on with her life, so she's going to let everyone know that she and Joker are broken up by blowing up the chemical plant in which they met.
That was cool.
Yeah, and when she does that, she was stupid drunk, by the way. So, not the best decision, because when that happens, everyone in the city knows that she is now open for business to be killed, because she's pissed off a whole bunch of people. So, it's in the next morning, she wakes up and goes to get a breakfast sandwich. And Renee Montoya...
I love the whole... They spent like a good 10 minutes on that sandwich.
sandwich with 6-month out-of-date cheese on it, apparently.
Yeah. I love how Margot Robbie makes... I don't know how much of it is her and how much of it is just the writing, but how she makes you like Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She's very good at facial expressions.
Yeah. Like, they're trying to push her as, like, a hero now, but I don't know. I just like her better than most of the characters in DC right now. You know what I mean? Definitely better than Superman. She, believe it or not, she's a villain, but she's more lighthearted than Superman.
Well, I mean, yeah, take a look at Injustice for a little bit.
I'm gonna laser all of you. Have you seen The Boys yet?
Yeah.
You have? Okay. That's what I was thinking of. I'll laser every one of you. Get back.
That poor dolphin.
God.
Okay, so yeah, everyone is coming after her, and Renee Montoya is the first, and she gets garbage thrown all over her. And then there's a whole bunch of other thugs. She does this crazy thing where she takes out a car driver and gets up on a roof, and that car runs over another dude after her.
Mm-hmm.
But she ends up in an alley next to Black Mask's club and facing off one of the Joker's former henchmen. Or still a henchman, I don't know. But anyway, apparently she and Joker tattooed his face. He wasn't too happy about that. Yeah. So he almost kills her, but then he gets killed by this crossbow-wielding motorcycle girl.
The Huntress.
The crossbow killer. So that happens, and she then gets captured by Black Mask and brought in. And Black Mask is after this diamond, and inscribed in this diamond...
The Bertinelli diamond.
The Bertinelli diamond is the location to the Bertinelli fortune, and with that he'll be able to pretty much take over Gotham from the underworld. He'll be able to buy off every corrupt politician and police officer in Gotham.
And the Bertinelli family, Huntress is from that family.
Yes.
Her name is Helena Bertinelli. So she is... Her family got gunned down for that diamond. It wasn't Black Mask behind it too?
Yes.
Okay, so she's going through and she has like a hit list of everyone that helped to kill her family when she was a little girl. And so she's just going through and killing all these people. Every person you see her kill was on that hit list.
Yeah, the former Joker henchman that wanted to kill Harley, he was one of the gunmen who gunned down her family. So stuff
even
like
Zaz
that.
was there.
Yeah,
too.
Zaz, who is the right-hand man of Black Mask.
Yep.
He's also very psychotic.
He is Zaz.
Yeah. Is he from the comics?
Yes.
He is?
Victor Zaz. He is, he's a serial killer. He does do that thing where he etches a mark on him every time he kills someone. He's usually a little crazier than what was in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, he's like psycho.
Okay.
He's got like a shaved head and he's going around like, like, yeah, he's like actually crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
But I like this version. It was cool.
Yeah, this was cool. So, Harley, to get out of getting killed, tells Black Mask that, hey, I can find your diamond for you. And then...
Yeah, don't kill me. I'll find your diamond.
And he's like, okay. And then he puts a $500,000 hit on her anyway.
He puts a hit out on Cassandra.
Yeah, on Cassandra.
Who stole the diamond from Zaz.
She's a pickpocket on the street.
Yeah.
So she stole the diamond from Zaz and ate the diamond. And also, we forgot to mention Black Canary is here. She was just a singer in the club, but when Harley breaks the driver's legs, she almost gets stolen by someone else, like a date rape drug, something like that, and Black Canary fights off the kidnappers, and when Black Mask sees that, he promotes her to his driver. So she's in it too. Yeah. And so Cassandra steals the diamond from Zaz and eats it, and so Harley...
So the whole plot of the movie is trying to get Cassandra to poop.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So they do either that or cut her open.
Yeah.
So Harley has my favorite action scene in the movie. She gets an M79 grenade launcher, and she uses
that was a really good scene.
She uses smoke grenades, confetti grenades, and beanbag rounds.
I really like that scene.
She busts right into the Gotham City Police Department and just starts going in.
I haven't thought about it much, but now that you reminded me of it, that is probably one of my favorite action scenes that I've ever seen.
Just confetti, smoke, and beanbags going everywhere, and her using the grenade launcher as a club.
It was really cool.
And not
it had
just
a cool song too. I don't remember what it was.
It wasn't just that, because after she gets into Cassandra Cain and in the cells and rescues her, the sprinkler system breaks and stuff other breaks, and all the prisoners get out and try to kill her too. So she has to fight all of them off, and then mercs arrive in the Gotham City Police Department, and apparently all the cops were incapacitated, and no one responds to this. But anyway, that's just my
she
nitpicky.
Shot a lot of them.
Yeah, but they come in and they're shooting at Harley, and she finds a baseball bat and goes ham. And
that part when she bounces it off the ground and it hits that guy and then she catches it. That was
awesome. But then she gets pinned down and they're just lighting her up, but she's sitting behind a huge pallet full of cocaine, and you just see a close up of her face, and it's raining the angel dust, and she's just like smiles. And
now get ready for wave 2.
Yeah. The guys who were shooting have to reload, so she's able to jump out and wreck them.
Yeah.
And then I think she get saved by Renee at that point. I think one gets a drop and Renee gets him, but then she gets the drop on Renee. She throws her phone at her or something.
Yeah.
And at this point, Renee has been thrown off the case and stuff by her captain, who's gory, stealing.
Yeah, he took her badge.
Yeah. So that happens.
And then Harley says, now everyone knows that this is the part of the cop movie where the cop actually gets stuff done.
Yeah.
When they turn in the badge.
Exactly. So they do that. Harley gets Cassandra and goes to her apartment, and they just kind of chill for a bit because they're just waiting for Cassandra to poop out this diamond.
Yep.
And Harley has a hyena pet called Bruce. She named it after that Hunky Wayne guy.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very weird, but that fits Harley.
Oh, Brucey.
Yeah.
And she's living upstairs.
Above a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah. And then
the Chinese guy
she
sells
really
her
trusts
out.
that guy, and then he sells her out for money, and then he's like, but now I open up bigger restaurants.
Much nicer, better restaurants.
Yeah. She was really sad about that.
So then she decides no more Mr. Nice Girl, and she's going to actually hand Cassandra over. So she takes her to a abandoned amusement park, which is
Amusement Mile.
Yeah, which is a former headquarters for the Joker and of her. So she has stuff there. And she duct tapes Cassandra to the toilet and calls Black Mask, who sends Zaz and Canary. But Canary has been an informant for Renee this whole time. So Zaz figures that out and tells Black Mask, and he organizes a army of thugs to bear down on them. And not just Renee and Canary also show up, but Huntress does too. And she kills Zaz because he was also one of the gunmen who killed the Bertinelli family. And Huntress always gets interrupted when she's trying to say her name, and no one knows her actual name that she picked. Everyone just calls her the crossbow killer, and she gets really pissed off when you call her that. He's like, no, it's Huntress.
It reminds me of Green Arrow.
Yeah.
In the show, they call him the Hood for the whole first season.
Yeah.
Then later on, he's Green Arrow. But I do like, in the show, Black Canary in that show, she just has like a voice modulator thing that makes her yell really loud. This movie, Canary, actually has the power to yell really loud, so that was cool.
Yeah, she only uses it once.
And she looked good, too. I thought she was great. Huntress was cool.
Yeah, I liked Huntress, really.
Cool. Nothing really in this movie was, like, on point in the comic, but it was good. Like, it didn't make me like, oh man, I wish they had followed the comic more, you know what I mean?
The only way I'm like that is with the casting for Renee.
Yeah. And I'm the same with Cassandra. Yeah. I just wish it was just another name.
So yeah, at this point, an army of mercs is about to come in, and the 5 of them realize that they're going to have to join together or they're all going to die. Or is it 5 or 4? Harley, Cassandra, Renee, Huntress, Black Canary. So 5. Okay, so the 5 of them.
And Black Betty's playing.
Yeah. But anyway, Harley is just like, all right, I've got I've got a hidden cash. This is all we need. Opens up a hatch, and it's all gone. Joker apparently took it all with the divorce.
Yep. But they open up a chest, and there's stuff in there.
Yeah, but not a lot. They don't get guns. They all... Renee puts on this corset thing, which is really funny. And it's bulletproof, too, which comes in handy.
Oh, we forgot the scene where they're chasing Black Mask. And
that's after this.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Never mind.
Yeah. So they have this awesome fight scene in the inside. What's the amusement park called?
Amusement Mile.
Amusement Mile.
The booby trap.
Yeah, they're
That's
inside the
are.
booby trap, which is like a fun house.
Yeah.
So there's mirrors and stuff. And I love how the only people who come in at this point are people with melee weapons, no one with guns.
Yeah. It was
entire time.
It was a lot cooler. I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
But, like, that's a recurring theme in just Batman comics.
Mm-hmm.
They don't always use guns, which is cool.
So they come in, they have this awesome fight scene. Harley gets on these roller skates and goes around.
This fight scene was really good.
Yeah.
It was fun.
So they go to leave and they get pinned down because all the guys with guns are now here.
Yeah.
And Renee takes a bullet, but she's okay because corset bulletproof. She gives her revolver, which only has one bullet, to Harley and says, "Make it count." And Canary says, "I'll get you past them." And she uses her power, and this is the only time she uses it in the movie, but it's able to blow away all the mercs and clear the way.
Yeah.
So then Harley takes off and on roller skates, and she's not going to catch up until Huntress shows up on her motorcycle, and she's like, here.
Well, she's skating trying to catch him, and
Yeah.
then she gets T-boned to the side. That looked like it really hurt.
Yeah. So Huntress helps her, and there's this really cool scene
She
of
basically
them.
goes water skiing behind
Yeah.
a motorcycle.
It's really cool.
It was fun. Then they catch up to Black Mask.
And they take out all the other people with him, like the other
Yeah.
car, so it's only him. He takes Cassandra, and they run off onto this abandoned pier.
Yep.
And there's like all these statues running the side of different people, and he can blend in with them. And she sees a lump she thinks is Cassandra, and she thinks that the person next to him is him, so she shoots the head off, but it turns out it was a statue, so she just wasted her only bullet. But Cassandra, back when they were going through that case of stuff, apparently looted a grenade, so she's like, I still have slippery fingers, Black Mask, I stole your ring. And she pulls it up, and it's the pin on the grenade. She's hid it on him somewhere, and he's just like looking for it. Harley kicks him off the pier, and he blows up into 5 different chunks.
You see the pieces. Like,
I was in the cinema, and I went very loudly. That was fucking awesome.
oh. It was funny though.
Yeah.
We were not expecting that ending.
I wasn't. Then they go get Mexican food, which apparently lets Cassandra poo.
Yep.
So they get the diamond. But then Harley and Cassandra steal Black Canary's car. And Harley takes Cassandra on as her apprentice. And they start a new business with her badass motherfuckers or something. That is the job title, I believe.
They used those bank codes in the diamond to get some money.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
And Renee, Black Canary, and Huntress form their own crime fighting gig, and they got some of the money too. So they use it to fund this. And
at the end, Harley finally got her
breakfast
egg
sandwich. Yeah.
So a good ending.
Yeah.
That's what she wanted after all anyway. Just an egg sandwich.
Yeah, fun movie.
But that's all we got
Yeah.
for you today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't seen it yet, I definitely recommend it. It's a good movie. A lot of fun. And I think it's worth the money. Maybe go at a matinee or something.
Yeah.
But that's it, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.